Alright, we should be live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is live, right? Yes, everything's live. How you doing? Hope you're all doing well. Shiny Groudon hunting. Let's get going with Shiny Groudon. Alright. And we do have the Tornadus out. We do have the Tornadus pathing. Thank you very much, Kayla, for that. So that's going to be starting either tomorrow or Thursday. Not Thursday. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, tomorrow or Saturday. Don't know when that one's going to be starting, but we will we'll be doing that when we do that. Link code is live. If you guys want to pop in, feel free to join. Remember, Groudon is one of the most difficult Dynamax adventures to beat. Debatably, I'd say it's harder than Zygarde. Like, the thing is, with Zygarde, there's a lot of things that actually can match well into it, because its offensive stats aren't that high. You know, if you just resist ground, and you have, like, a fairy type that resists ground, you're generally pretty easy to handle it. But with Groudon, it's like, yeah, Precipice Blades basically demos anything other than a pure resist, and the only things that resist ground are weak to fire, and he's got Lava Plume, which is sun boosted. Or you have Levitate, but the problem with Levitate. Hello there, Dark Dust, how you doing? And then the problem with Levitate is like, well, yeah, you can get Ability Purge, though. Get shuts down the Ability Purge. There's a few flying types that do okay with it, but again, the problem is just weather we're out on. Again, that's probably going to be its own separate video, is the Zygarde Groudon comparison, because Zygarde, Groudon, and Kyogre, all three of them kind of difficulty things. Or Bulbasaur? Bulbasaur for me. I prefer Bulbasaur. Yeah, I've used basically every single starter in the entire Pokemon franchise in a playthrough so far. I think there's only one I haven't used yet. Yes, there's only one I haven't used in a playthrough yet. And that is specifically Hisuian Samurott. I have used all of the others. Granted, I mean, you could say, well, Hisuian Samurott is Samurott, but again, Hisuian Samurott is, like, somewhat different than Samurott. Hammerot, you could say. Hammer or Shammerot. Different ways. Sly would say Sprigatito. Sly would indeed say Sprigatito. That he indeed would. Yeah, I completely forgot that Wo-Chen is the same type combination as... Yeah, that Wo-Shen's got the same combination as Meowscarada, because I just completely forget Wo-Chen exists. Not like it's a bad Pokemon, it's just... Well, not like it's bad, it's just that, well, you know, Brute Bonnet and Amoonguss exist. I guess the only thing that has really got over that is like it does get knock off. But I'm pretty sure, like, did Brute Bonnet actually get knockoff with the DLC? Okay, I guess we're gonna be, you know what? We're gonna go with online randos for the first Groudon. We'll go with online randos. And Charizard are... Honestly, somewhat controversial statement. I actually do, as a battle Pokemon, I do like Charizard. It's very, very good when it comes to battles. I've used it in a lot of competitive battles. I've used it in a lot of story playthroughs for various things. It does well as a beat stick, which I think is most important when it comes to a starter, that it is good as a damage dealer. Because if you don't have a starter that can do out a lot of damage, you're going to struggle throughout a lot of the game. Because we often forget how absolutely insane the stats of a lot of starter Pokemon are compared to everything else in the region. You know, not even just fully evolved, even like second stage starters compared to everything else you're getting at around that point in the game. You know, like, I think like Rattata and the Raticate, like a lot of the Route 1 Pokemon are like 150 to 200 BST points below starters, like first stage. Second stage, it's absolutely insane. And then you get, you know, to the final stage starters. Your final stage starters are based like, what, 530, 525? Which, you know, the average base stat total of a Pokemon in a region is really in, like, maybe the mid-high 400s. You know, it's kind of insane how outclassing a lot of the starters, like, how... It's kind of insane how much the starters outclass basically everything else when it comes to a region. Really, aside from things like the pseudo-legendaries and the legendaries themselves. Hello there, Zane Chancellor. How do you do? Yeah, yes, Brute Bonnet. Knockoff. Knockoff Bulbapedia. Who gets knockoff? I feel like Brute Bonnet got knockoff. Could be wrong on that, though. Because I remember that was kind of Wo-Shen's, like, big thing before the DLC happened, that it actually did get knockoff, whereas a lot of the other things didn't. I mean, Masquerade got knockoff. Yes, Meows. Yeah. TM. Special move, breeding. Learn set, move, TM, move, tutor. Yeah. It's so good that Bulbapedia finally reorganized the entirety of Bulbapedia.net. Yeah, Bulbapedia.net. Because a lot of the game stuff was actually at the top of the page. And then anime information at the bottom. Despite, for Pokemon, the anime information at the top and the game information at the bottom. And they finally went through and they started fixing it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, a lot of those things get... Oh, yeah, Wigglytuff gets knockoff. Meowth. Yeah, Persian Berserker. Tentacruel learns knockoff. Interesting. Krabby King learn... Oh, yeah, right, Krabby King learn on the game. Alolan Egg Tree. Hitmons, they get those. Really? Scyther does not learn it. Scyther does not get knockoff anymore. Fascinating. Ledian... Well, Ledian's not in the... Is Ledian in the current games? Yeah, Spinarak. They buffed Spinarak. Spinarak got knockoff. Fun. Yes, Caesar gets knockoff. Okay. Blaziken. Really? Sceptile's the only one that doesn't get it. Fangoro. Good for that. We are with online randos for this first match against Groudon. After this, we're going to open the DAs to you guys. Generally, you have to wait, for people to pop in. High damage, high speed Pokemon will obliterate every Pokemon. Not exactly. We've seen from things like Gengar that doesn't always work. You generally do need a degree of bulk in order to not get obliterated. In general, yes, high speed, high power Pokemon do well, but not all of them. Not all of them. Gardevoir gets knockoff. Interesting. Fascinating. Nowayo. Sableye, Cacturn, Groudon. Yeah, Groudon with knockoff is absolutely horrifying. The code to join is 19283746. It is right under the gameplay window. But yeah, when that match starts, when the next lobby starts up, we will be more than happy to have people popping in. Because we do need you guys when it comes to these Dynamax adventures. Because freaking Groudon is a nightmare. Yeah, I'm going to go hammer arm on this thing. Oh yeah, the Infernape family gets knockoff. Empoleon always got knockoff. Weird. Alright, Simisear, Simipour, Zoroark, Zorua, Reuniclus. Did not know that. Alomomola lost it. Fascinating. Oh, Tynamo learns it. Interesting. Cryogonal. Wow, Bisharp lost knockoff. I did not think that was going to happen. Lando lost knockoff. Zippy Zap is way better. Zippy Zap is way better. What is the best mon for Groudon? What do you mean, Willyman23? Do you mean, like, best counter to Groudon and Dynamax Adventures? Or in competitive best build for Groudon? Because that depends on whether you're doing doubles or singles. And somewhat of what the rest of your team composition is as well. But I actually am going to be using Groudon in some upcoming competitive stuff I'm doing. So it's kind of topical. Dynamax Adventures. Well, we've got a video on that in the works. That should be coming out in about a week or so. But best thing to use against Groudon, really you want to use grass types against Groudon, even though they are weak to Lava Plume. It's better to be resistant to Groudon's Precipice Blades and Earthquake than it is to be resisting the ground moves, not be resisting the fire moves and taking neutral damage from ground. which is one of the reasons why it's not really good to go with water types. Where's the challenge, Dusk Dark? Huh, so Galio gets knockoff these days. Interesting. Did not know that. That's fascinating. Okay, Wo-Chen does learn it by TM. Yeah. Brute Bonnet just straight up does not get knockoff. Interesting. Yeah, they freaking give it to Iron Valiant. They give Iron Valiant, one of the speediest, most annoying things in the world, knockoff. I mean, they gave Roaring Moon that, but Roaring Moon kind of needed it, because it's Roaring Moon. You can't bring your own Pokemon into Dynamax Adventures. You can't bring Pokemon into Dynamax Adventures. Also, we do not support genning here. Yeah, the whole point of Dynamax Adventures is you need to pick up Pokemon along the way. Yeah, kind of the whole point of Dynamax Adventures is you're not able to use your own Pokemon. Kind of like that. Freaking heck, this thing survives everything. Keep using electric terrain, you can't do anything. Of course, Hydro Pump missed. Let's go Pikachu. Get the shinies. You have 3 days per shiny. We're dead at 50. Doesn't seem that hard. That doesn't seem that hard to get those shinies in that amount of time. Yeah, I haven't played Let's Go Pikachu in a hot minute. Still got to get back to finishing that for the Let's Play series, where I need to go fight the rest of the Master Trainers. That's the whole reason why we kind of been taking a little bit of break for that, is just the Master Trainer prep is kind of annoying. And again, if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe for more. Leave a like on the stream. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I really hope these randos actually know what they're doing and they go for that Tyrantrum. I freaking want that Tyrantrum shiny check. Transformers 1 is going to be... Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I like colors. Like, I honestly did not believe we would ever see a Transformers movie that is actually set on Cybertron. But, I mean, the fact that they actually are making one is like, okay, maybe the people who make movies are finally realizing, you know, people actually want to see these, these characters on the home planet. They don't want to see the human stuff. It gives me hope we're going to get more, like, Godzilla movies where you actually focus more on the monsters than the human characters. Kind of does seem easy, but Shiny's like bird chance, burn counter. Remember, when you do a catch chain, you increase your odds of finding the shiny. We finally get to see what happened after Megatron stopped. Yes. Well, I mean, if you know the comics and, like, you know the back, like, you know the TV shows and, like, the history of the characters, that is stuff, from, like, Transformers Prime does a great job of explaining it. But they never actually show what happened. They just say, yeah, this is what happened in the past. And I freaking love that. I really hope they follow Transformers Prime's, like, the way they led up to, yeah, it's gonna be everything. We know how it went. We just didn't see it happen, which I really am looking forward to. Again, those movies, the Transformers Prime, absolutely amazing. Well, the thing is, I don't think he's gonna be Optimus Prime. Remember, originally Optimus Prime was not Remember, originally Optimus Prime wasn't Optimus Prime. He was Orion Pax. And I think that that's what Chris Hemsworth is going to be playing, and then when he becomes Optimus Prime proper, then they're going to switch over to Peter Cullen. Because they have said that they are going to have Peter Cullen take over the role of Optimus Prime as it goes on. Because the intention is it's going to be the first movie in a trilogy of Transformers movies. So, presumably, like, okay, maybe one maybe like say like the first movie and then the second movie, part of the second movie is gonna be the start of it, and then the whole breakdown, like the whole like them meeting and being friends, and then like the start of the Cybertronian Civil War, and then like the second one I think is okay. Then we're gonna get the Optimus becomes Optimus. Well, Orion Pax becomes Optimus Prime. Peter Cullen is just that man is a voice actor. That is a person who can do more with his voice than most actors can do with their entire body when it comes to acting. That man is an absolute treasure. Hello there, Kimberly. Hello there, Raymond. How are you doing? Once again, everyone, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, this is the year of good movies. Well, some good movies. There's still some movies that are kind of absolute garbage, but I mean that's kind of how things are. Like there are more movies I am looking forward to this year than movies I have been looking forward to in the past. So there is hope. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty well. I got the XD's Firefly. Good. Ooh, crits. Fun. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing those movies, and I look forward to seeing just what do they do with it. I want to speed up time to watch December. I want Sonic 3. Oh, this is the third Sonic movie coming out this year? Isn't like the fourth movie going to have Shadow in it? Because like, I mean, already this year has been fantastic. The channel is doing very well. We are 5 away from our next sub goal, which, if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe. We are literally 5 away from that next goal. Not getting that. Yeah, Sonic 3, yeah. Yeah, it's coming out this year, nice. Like, we've got Transformers 1. We've got 2 Godzilla movies so far. Well, then again, you know, Godzilla Minus 1 did come out, like, last year. Like, the tail end of last year, so I kind of consider that. Hello, Sarah Srogan, how you doing? Like, I kind of consider Godzilla Minus 1 like a this year movie as much as it was a last year movie, because again, kind of both. We have not gotten a shiny yet for Groudon. That's why we're shiny hunting it. Okay, NPC bot's taking it good. Okay, Fracture, not terrible. We have a lot of shinies, just not shiny Groudon. You think we got Godzilla Minus 1, Godzilla, Kong the New Empire. We've got Transformers 1. Looking forward to that. Alien Romulus, I am hesitantly optimistic for. Because, like, they did good when they made Prey. I actually really like that movie. So I'm cautiously optimistic about how good movies this one are going to be. A Quiet Place game. Oh yeah, right, Quiet Place. I haven't seen the first 2 Quiet Place movies. I've heard good things about them. I've yet to actually watch them. I mean, it's about in December, so it's well. Yeah, again, it's kind of like a bit of a weird thing of like it did come out toward like the end of it, and I mean, for me, I'm mostly just happy that like monster movies are doing well. Like, I'm very happy monster movies are doing very well. Because I love monster movies. They are literally my favorite thing. They are literally my favorite movies to watch. And the fact that they're doing well is a very good sign. Can you find Mawile any of the Solosis line or Poltergeist? Yes, you can find Poltergeist only. None of the Solosis family or Mawile are in Dynamax Adventures. Wilkins, do you have Scarlet and Violet? Because if you have Scarlet and Violet, those games do have the Solosis family. So you can get a Solosis and then like bring it back. Like get a Solosis and send it into Pokemon Home and then put it into your Switch. And put it. You can get a Solosis in Pokemon Scarlet Violet, put it in Pokemon Home, and then take that Solosis out of Pokemon Home and put it in your Sword or Shield version. There we go. Words are hard. My favorite Fire-type Pokemon is Delphox. Also, like Fennekin and Braixen. Yeah, okay, there we go, yeah. Mawile is not in Scarlet Violet either, and you cannot get Mawile in Dynamax Adventures. I believe Mawile is a Sword version exclusive. I'm pretty sure it's a Sword version exclusive. I really hope that person switches out for Obstagoon. Okay, you know what? Bot switch, not Obstagoon. Switching up the thing. Alright. Okay. Okay, I like this. I'm liking this. Again, for once, NPC AI bots and also the randos are actually not terrible bad. It is Mawile version exclusive to Sword or Shield. I'm pretty sure it is. Hello there. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Can I just call you V, please? Because I butcher names horribly. I will horribly butcher a name. Location. Mawile is a Shield exclusive. A Bridgefield Dusty Bowl. Yeah, Mawile and Sableye are like the two freaking annoying Pokemon to get. I'm just gonna use coaching, trying to juice up our attacks. Hello there, how do you do? Again, you guys haven't done so already. Don't forget to... Oh, right! If you have Brilliant Diamond, you can get Mawile. Because that's again, it's a version exclusive. I'm a pretty big Avatar fan. I mean, the series is decent. Yeah, I've heard not bad things about it. I've also heard that there's like a new animated Avatar series. No, this is Pokemon Sword and Shield. Isn't there specific trade? I've never done any of the trade exclusive things. Wow. Oh, right, we have a Focus Ash. That's why. I have never done anything with those. They may still be active. I thought it was an animated series. But hello there, Garrett. How are you doing? I'm still new Avatar: The Last Airbender stuff that's animated. It's good to see. I like that stuff. Like, even if it's just an animated movie, that's still pretty good because it keeps the dream alive. Maybe we'll get more. Maybe we'll get more stuff. It will follow the adventures of the gang in their prime, which I really look forward to seeing because I like those characters. Like, I do prefer Avatar: The Last Airbender's characters to the Legend of Korra characters. There's a lot of Legend of Korra characters I like, but there is nothing but good I have when it comes to the Avatar: The Last Airbender cast. Whereas there are some things about like the Legend of Korra group, a few of the characters I really don't particularly care for. Mawile is exclusive to what? Mawile is exclusive to Brilliant Diamond, and it is in the Grand Underground. I do not play Pokemon Go anymore. I used to, because I used to do that as an exercise aid, but as I was able to basically get to losing weight without needing to rely on Pokemon Go more or less, I moved away from that. Well, I'm game ended. I don't care about the gang and... Yes, exactly. Same thing with me, I like colors. Literally, the fact J.K. Simmons voiced Tenzin is the entire reason I first watched Legend of Korra. J.K. Simmons is a national treasure. That man is a national treasure. Well, we may not win this. This is not looking good. Again, if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe for more. I can't look at Tenzin without thinking about it. Yeah. I mean, J.K. Simmons does play that, like, very stern, very hard personality of character very, very well. You know, I feel like he gets typecast as that kind of character, but I mean, he does a good job of it. He does a very, very good job of that role. Well, actually, the last Airbender. Oh yeah, the Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action series, the last Airbender movie. That was terrible. That movie is awful. Well, we get knocked out. Oh, it just goes for scary face. Okay. Hello there, future cookie. How do you do? Precipice blade. Got the Dynamax HP. Freaking Groudon. Oh wow, you have a citrus berry. I have a capture card. I have a capture card. That's how I stream. Alright. No shiny. No shiny. No shiny goon. I wish I could have gotten a shiny Abstagoon. How do I mess up the main character's name like that? After Ong. Clearly they didn't watch the series. I have not. I think you've asked me that before. I have not seen it. So I don't know what that is. Alright, we're going to open up the lobby. If you would like to join, feel free to pop in. We're going to get some more water. Yeah. Again, Avatar the Last Airbender is a series that kind of follows the same reasoning why I say comic books are far better to be adapted into a TV show or like a long-form series rather than a singular movie, because you simply don't have enough time. Like, when... Oh, very nice, Dust. Nice. Yeah, I've never seen that. Like, when it comes to, like, media, with, like, TV, when it comes to, like, you know, comics, you generally need, like, a TV show to go into all the things. Oh, yeah, I know about the sequels, like, the novels that... the sequels, like, the novels and the comics that followed up the Last Airbender show. Yeah, I would have loved to see those get made into animated things, but I'm glad, like, we're not getting that specific stuff made animated. I'm glad, like, we're getting a continuation that takes place after that. So we're getting new Avatar stuff, which is awesome. I love that show. You know, maybe someday we'll get, you know, more Danny Phantom stuff. I like both of them. I have reasons I love both of them and reasons I am absolutely traumatized by both of them, but that's a very hard pick for me. Azumarill or Fracture is a pretty good pick here. Remember, we're going for Groudon. Fracture. Mimikyu. Remember, we are going for Groudon, which is a ground type. Yeah, Mimikyu is not a bad pick here. At least Baby Doll Eyes can prevent Groudon's attack stat from getting too out of control. Alright. Is that a Cramorant? Okay, let's see. We need... Okay, that's a Cramorant. What is... Okay, Amoonguss. Alright. Alright, we go... Araquanid. Alright. I think we just stick to the left side the entire time. Or, actually, yeah, we can go from here and then we can go for the Amoonguss. We can go for the Amoonguss? No. Okay. Favorite Pokemon. That is Metagross. You gotta use the micro-sized. I have no idea what that is. I'd probably say I like Groudon more. I tend to like Sun teams more than Rain teams. Is probably the one I would go with. Alright, so we switch out... I don't even know which Pokemon I want to switch out here. I say we switch out the Fraxier for the Cramorant. And then we switch out Mimikyu for the Araquanid. Do not use status moves. Just go for attacking moves. You know, do not use... Just go for attacks when it comes to these Dynamax adventures. Unless otherwise stated, just go for attacking moves. Like, unless we find a Pokemon like Rabombi that has fake tears, just go for an attacking move. Ice Beam or Hack on Tentacle. Not sure. No, it's all good. It's all good, Wilkins. It's all good. That's more or less a general reminder for everyone. I actually don't know. I've never really used Tentacruel myself, so I can't really say one way or another what would be better. Can't really say one way or another. Weatherball. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Haze, get rid of that special defense boost it's got. Yeah, if you can Dynamax against any of these things, recommend Dynamaxing. Just for a little bit of extra damage. Yeah. Just for a little bit of extra damage on this thing, because Grandma Face is not a particularly annoying Dynamax adventure thing. Yeah, no, we just Dynamax the Mimikyu against the Salazzle, because I do not want Salazzle poisoning or burning us. That could be very dangerous. Actually, I wonder if it would be possible to get... No, there's no way we could get a Azumarill Dynamax that. Hello there, Chuck from Palatown. How do you do today? Hope you're doing very, very, very well. Eighth. Getting rid of that special defense boost it has. Of course it missed. Of course it missed. Yes. I'm finally gonna beat this thing though. Okay. Target. I was hoping it would have targeted the Fraxier. Because we're switching out the Fraxier now, but that's fine. Okay. Because this should take out Cramorant. Yes, okay, that's good. Yeah, Salazzle could be a little bit dangerous for us because it has Toxic and also could potentially burn us. But we'll just need to deal with that when we deal with it. Hello there, Pigeons, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Once again, don't forget to leave a like on the stream, ladies and gentlemen, and subscribe if you're new. We are 5 away from our current sub goal of 3,500. We are almost halfway to our end of year goal, which is 7,500. We switch out the Fraxier for this, and then we go for Salazzle. Yes, we go for Salazzle. Yeah, this is you Dynamax the Mimikyu. Yeah, Dynamax the Mimikyu. There's a part of me that wants to risk something on here, but we don't risk it. We don't risk it. It's not worth the risk. Like, if the water type we had... If the water type we had after this was better, I would say risk the switch, but it's Araquanid. I mean, Araquanid is pretty good for Groudon, but it also doesn't do a whole lot of damage to Groudon. Hello there, Rabbit. How do you do? Hope you're doing well. Wow. Yeah, there's basically only 2 times where it's a good idea to switch out. Hello there, Truesdom. Welcome back. Great to see you again. There's basically only 2 times it's actually worth it to switch out when it comes to the NPC bots. It is either when you absolutely know for certain you've got an amazing counter literally right up ahead, or all of your counter options are absolute garbage, and you lose absolutely nothing by switching. Hello there, TV Bushcamp Kid. Hello there. Favorite Pokemon is Metagross. Favorite Pokemon is Metagross. Again, haven't done so already? Don't forget to subscribe for more, ladies and gentlemen. I still gotta get working on that favorite Pokemon tier list at some point. I'm working on that slowly. And then from this we switch out to Cramorant use Dive. Hopefully, so long as Salazzle doesn't use Flamethrower as Max Flare, we're okay. Gosh, this thing is so frail. This thing is just frail. Yeah, just go for Aqua Jet next turn. Like, this thing is just gone. God, Salazzle's frail. The Venom Drench is completely useless. It literally does nothing. Rabbit, I don't have Monster Hunter. I don't think I actually have. I don't even think I have a system capable of playing Monster Hunter now that I think about it. The funny thing is, I actually didn't even know what a pseudo-legendary was when I first saw Metagross. I just saw that thing when I was like 5. I was like, yeah, that thing's cool. That's neat. But yeah, no, it does have a great design. Yeah, first Pokemon I ever saw was Salamence. Quite the first Pokemon to ever see. Yeah, no one takes Salazzle. Nobody takes this. Okay. We Dynamax Azumarill against the Araquanid. Do not use Bounce turn 1. Use Play Rough turn 1 on the Azumarill. Hello there, Dark DKA. How you doing? Yeah, use Play Rough turn 1, then Dynamax turn 2, and use Max Airstream. Hello there, Gilbert. How you doing? Please stay with the caps. If ever comes from Pokemon X, we were sold the game with 2 Lucario, Blastoise. I soloed the game with 2 Lucario. How did you get 2 Lucario in that game? I mean, I know. They give you 1. Where'd you get the second? Oh, Dr. Kid. Ah, welcome in. Ah, I see. Nice Gengar, BFB. I'm gonna go grab some more water, because it's important to hydrate or dihydrate. Drink water if only to outlive your enemies. And we should be good. Why does everything just keep attacking me? Everything just keeps attacking me. Let's go Charm again. Catch Riolu. Strange. It's kind of weird that they give you the ability to catch Riolu, and then they just give you a Lucario so shortly thereafter. Strange. Then again, that game is supposedly about Mega Evolutions, and they make that a huge component of the game, but yet you only face 3 of them, and 1 of them is a tutorial. So, can't say they did think too far ahead on that. My enemy isn't real, so I don't need it. Fair enough, Wilkins. Fair enough. Fair enough. Medical Red fact: they gave Hypno Bad Dreams and Dark Void. Now, is this Gen 5 Dark Void back when it was base 80 accuracy, or is this Gen 6 Dark Void where it's base 50 accuracy? They made Bad Dreams lie to bypass Sleep Clause. Wait, is there an inbuilt Sleep Clause in Rad Red? Grass type are the bane of my existence. Why were grass types the bane of your existence? I feel like Lucario should pretty easily deal with those. Hydration would end my enemy since it is electronic. Really, there's... Interesting, they have an inbuilt Sleep Clause. I guess it makes up for the fact that you're using Hypno. So that math kind of checks out. Throat chop. Yeah. I literally can do nothing to this thing. Because, one, if I use Weather Ball and this thing sets up rain, it literally just heals it. Hello there, Squiggles. It's been a while. How have you been? Hope you've been well. Yeah, I'm just keeping this thing's attack down. Okay. Araquanid's not... I mean, not Araquanid. Cramorant's not going to be able to Dynamax turn 1. Okay, that's a little awkward. Yeah, that Dark Void does that as is. Dark Void targets the entire side if in range. Yeah, that's something Dark Void does as is. That's the reason why a lot of Smeargle in VGC would run Dark Void, is because it hits both opponents. I still do not understand why it is they nerfed Dark Void's accuracy when they removed it from being able to be used by Smeargle, and Darkrai is literally tournament banned in VGC. When they debuff Dark Void. Yeah, exactly. I was literally just saying that, Zane. That's what I'm saying, but it just literally makes no sense. Yeah, we switch out the Mimikyu for the Araquanid. Yeah, it makes no sense that they did that. Like, the only possible thing I can think of is that when they were designing Gen 6, they thought, alright, we'll let Smeargle still use Dark Void, but we'll cut its accuracy to 50%. And then they realized, well, we literally could just make it so Smeargle can't use Dark Void anymore, and that'll solve the entire problem. It's like, yeah, that sounds good. And they never went back and changed it. Yeah, life's been okay. Life's been treating us okay, Rabbit. Channel's been doing well. Again, we're inching every bit closer to that sub goal. Alright, we Dynamax the Araquanid. Well, we Dynamax whatever thing can Dynamax and just use water moves. I'm just gonna go for Charm first turn on this thing. Because, like, there's literally no reason to not go for that. Because I am fairly certain Araquanid underspeeds me, and I'm not gonna go use a Weather Ball until then. Yeah, okay, we good. We should be good. Wow, no one got burnt. I think that is the first time I have seen a Lava Plume used where nobody gets burnt. That is impressive. I know if a Araquanid had Water Bubble, it wouldn't be possible to get burnt. Okay, yeah, so I was right to go for the Charm there. Okay, good. Now I can use Weather Ball. The reason I want to be able to use Weather Ball is when you use Weather Ball in any type of weather that is not standard weather, you know, not clear weather, it becomes 100 base power instead of 50. Then it gets a 50% damage boost from the rain, and then it gets a 50% boost because I am a water type, making it a very, very strong move. This is literally the most one of the most, if not the most powerful moves in the entirety of Dynamax Adventures. Doesn't affect that, just Araquanid avoids. And that's why I went for Charm, because otherwise we would not have survived that. Yep, it becomes a type that matches the weather and its power doubles to 100. It's really good. It is really good. Yeah, and again, with Vaporeon being a water type, the fish. God, I love that thing. Araquanid, you're the gift that keeps on giving. Not Araquanid, Cramorant. I love that Pokemon. It's so funny. Yeah. Weather Ball from Vaporeon, I believe, is possibly the Weather Ball from Vaporeon in Rain is, I believe, the strongest move in Dynamax Adventures when also adjusting for attack stat. Possibly the only thing that's harder hitting than it is a Hammer Arm is an Iron Fist boosted Hammer Arm from Pangoro. I believe that is the only thing that comes somewhat close. Now, Granted, there is no Lilligant using Quiverance boosted things, but like, no default buffs on it, just including weather. It's kind of insane. Yeah, Weather Ball is a fantastic move in Dynamax Adventures. Yes, the Frostmoth is very, very strong. The thing is, Frostmoth does not receive the additional 50% from weather. It only receives the 50% from same type attack bonus. So, rather than... Let's go to Groudon counter, increase that to 38. So basically, with the Vaporeon, it is 100 base power times 1.5 times 1.5, whereas with Frostmoth, it's just 100 base power times 1.5, because it just has the same type of attack bonus change. It doesn't have the move in weather, or type in weather gets a 50% damage boost, and the stab bonus. But yes, Frostmoth with Weather Ball is also a very strong hit. If you are able to control weather against Zygarde, Frostmoth is the single best option against it. Specifically for that reason. It is the most powerful Ice-type move you can use reliably. Oh, Shiny Cramorant is funny. Looks like 1% like Groudon. Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does, Cheeto Bird. I love it. No Shinies here as well. Alright, let's go again. If you were in the last Dynamax adventure, please wait about a minute and 30 seconds before joining in. We want to let everyone who hasn't had a chance to join in yet have a chance of joining. But yeah, no, Oh, there, Christopher Johnson Jr., welcome in. Yeah, again, Dynamax Adventures, great idea. Not the greatest execution, but I like it. Which, again, there's a whole video we're basically dealing with about Dynamax Adventures and how the glorious cluster F that is Dynamax Adventures. Because on one hand, like, it was a great idea, being able to battle with your friends being able to battle with your friends against, like, legendary Pokemon, and being able to shiny hunt them, at the same time was a great idea. The problem is, it is the least efficient method of hunting legendary shinies. Like, overall, if you want to look for shiny legendary Pokemon, it is better to do soft resets back in Ultra and Ultramoon. Alright, so it seems nobody else is popping in. Anyone can pop in if they want. Is it possible that Shiny Cramorant was based on the bird that UK people thought were rare or only discovered angry? I have no idea. A lot of shinies, like, they make custom these days, and I think it's just, we think that this shiny just looks good. Like, we literally have no clue where the shinies of various Pokemon come from these days. All of these options absolutely suck. I'm going to go with Chansey just as the least bad. Oh my gosh, Chansey, Pukin, these are all terrible. All of these options are trash. Hopefully we get a bad path out of the way now, so we can get like a really good path up soon. Like, it's best to go for attackers, like just go for Alolan Raichu. Like, Alolan Raichu, okay. Seeking, very good pick. Very good pick on that Seeking. Whiscash, really? Yeah, Whiscash is the least bad. Like, you know you're really hurting for options when Whiscash is a good pick. Okay, we need to get rid of that Lycanroc, and we need to get rid of the Chansey. Lycanroc switching out is a bigger priority. Okay, none of these are really, really good. None of these are particularly good. Swoobat. What's that? That is okay. No, that's not good. Yeah, like I guess we go either we go for Flygon over we go. Okay, then we got to go for Tentacruel. None of these are good. Again, the least bad is we go for the Tentacruel. Tentacruel's the least bad of them. And then we just hope we don't lose. So So yeah, we switch out. Yeah, we switch out the Lycanroc for Tentacruel, and I just try and chunk it with freaking Chansey. Yeah, just use Howl. Just use Howl. It'll make Waterfall or Drill Run from Seaking more powerful. Again, we can barely do anything against this Pathing. Like our best option here is just try not to lose to Groudon, which I see 0 chance of that happening. Thankfully, I mean, it hits very hard. Well, it hit hard before that happened. It hit hard before that happened. Well, it's a good thing we've got Howl. So that's a good thing we've got Howl. Just repeat the same thing again. Just repeat the same thing. Clap, 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 clappy hands. You had to use Charm on literally the one Pokemon that it would have been bad to have it used on. The literal one Pokemon. Of course. Yeah, hopefully Muddy Water takes it down. Well, that's not gonna happen. Target me, please. Why does this thing has like a freaking vendetta for that Seaking? Hello there, Donovan. How do you do? Hope you're doing well. Of course it's not down. Of course it didn't. Yeah, okay, just use like Round or whatever it is, the special attack that Lycanroc's got. There's like no point in actually going for another Howl. Really, I'm kind of surprised that that did as. Well, then again, freaking Nidoqueen is all bulk, and Lycanroc has non-existent special attack. Glad you're doing well. Glad you're doing well. Again, if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe for more. Leave a like on the stream. And yeah, just have a good day. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Yeah, still got to get back to working on that Dynamax adventure video at some point. I've been so busy with like all the Godzilla stuff we've been working on lately. It's like I kind of forgot. Hello there, Mudkip. How do you do? How do you do, Mudkip? Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the freaking Chansey because at the very least I've got Helping Hand. It's not great, but it's usable. Yeah, I mean, it's okay enough to take it. Okay, then we go for the Tentacruel. Again, we've got nothing that's good here. Hey, thank you very much. We are 3 away from our next sub-goal. Can we hit that goal by the end of the stream? That is the real question. Yeah, we started the stream a little bit late today, because it is the doggo's birthday. Was watching Dorg. It was a Flufo Dorg. It's a Tentacruel. Destroy the Kanto Tentacruel. I was gonna say, I think this is an entirely Kanto matchup, and then I realized, oh wait, right, Whiscash exists. Whiscash is non-Kanto. Yeah, to go for another Helping Hand. Just Helping Hand, and I think you got Drill Run on that thing between Dynamax. Valid reason. Very much. Very Dorg. Flufo Dorg. Yeah, we switch out the Nidoqueen for the Tentacruel here. Oh, really? I thought that it was on Dynamax. Nah, interesting. Okay. Alright then. I Helping Hand the wrong Pokemon then. Psst. Don't poison. Of course it freaking poisons! Drill Run. I know I have Healer, so I think that that can eventually pop off. That does more damage than I thought it would have done, considering like Tentacruel is all special bulk, And Nidoqueen is like a non-existent attack power. Well, I mean, now we just gotta wait for my healer ability to clear that from Seaking. Poison, poison, poison. Healer, please activate. Of course it's not. Yeah, I'll use Heal Pulse on Seaking. I want to get a little bit of health on that. Okay, good. The Nidoqueen avoided. That would have been disastrous, potentially. That could have been dangerous. Scorching Sands. The Burning Sands. Not the Burning Water, but the Burning Sands. Really? I underspeed everyone. I completely underspeed everyone. Wow, I'm unobservant. Switch out Nidoqueen here for Tentacruel. And we are not looking too good for a fight against Groudon. We have a non-existent physical defense Pokemon on Chansey. We have a non-existent physical defense ground weakness on Tentacruel. We have a offensive stat special attacking move on the Whiscash and a physically offensive water type against a physical wall in Seaking. I'm a little worried. I'm more than a little worried. What speed sucks, Zane? What speed? Yeah, Chansey is just not fast. It is all special defense and HP. It is absolutely slow as crap. Again, it's literally there to sit in front of things, soak up hits. It's one of the reasons I absolutely hate fighting this thing when it comes to draft leagues. Because it refuses to go down unless you have knockoff, which gets rid of its freaking Eviolite. Yeah, I was going to use Heal Pulse on that thing. This is going to be an extremely easy takedown, because it's a Swoobat. Heal Pulse on Seaking. Hopefully we can get... I mean, ideally, we have the Whiscash Dynamax against Groudon. Of course it uses Simple Beam on me. Yeah, it removes Healer. So now there's no chance we have actually clearing away that that poison. Well, I mean, at least we got that thing poisoned. Hey, Demper, how you doing? Poison Jab. Muddy Water. Why did that do so much damage? I mean, I'm glad that it actually got the accuracy drop. That's a weirdly large amount of damage that move did. Very weirdly large amount of damage. Okay, I'm just gonna keep heal pulsing. Yeah, if Tentacruel can Dynamax, Tentacruel... Actually, no. What's the order of everyone? If Seaking can Dynamax against this thing, Dynamax. I want us to hold the Dynamax for Whiscash. Good, you just keep using Psychic on me. Just keep attacking me. You can't do any damage to me. I'm okay enough. As okay as you can be. It's okay. Smart DAI doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, I believe the AI in Dynamax Adventures is deliberately designed to throw matches to force you to get Switch Online. Which one are you? Yes, wait. Yes, Dynamax, yes. Yes, Dynamax the Seaking. Yes, Dynamaxing, yes. Anytime anyone says, should I switch, should I Dynamax, should I blank, say what Pokemon you are. Because it doesn't have the names up here. Got so lucky I was playing Pokemon Emerald ROM hack, which gives release to Clefairy in the game. I was against Fortress Gym Leader. About to lose, and then Clefairy hit a clutch sing. Fun. It's always good when you get those RNG moments. Always fun when you get RNG moments like that. Okay, yes, now I think we win this thing. Whiscash avoided. It used it on the wrong thing. You had one job and you did not hit that correct. Yeah, so what we do is we have Whiscash Dynamax turn 1, use Muddy Water, and hopefully we don't lose. Hopefully. And this worries me, purely. Yeah, there's literally no reason to do anything else. Alright. Again, don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't done so already. Good takedown on that Tentacruel. Good takedown on the Tentacruel. Turn 1, Tentacruel, use Water Pulse. Don't use Hydro Pump turn 1. Again, Sun nerfs the power of water moves. Don't waste any of the Hydro Pump power points until we have Rain up. Yeah, again, turn 1, Dynamax the Whiscash. Click Muddy Water. Well, Dynamax, Max Geyser. And hopefully we can try and win this. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna take this thing. I'm immune to Precipice Blades. I resist doubly Hammer Arm. And I have good enough special defense. I also have Speed Swap, which means I can give high speed to Whiscash, so Whiscash goes first. And all Pokemon have the Water Pulse confused about. I mean, if it does, that'd be great. That'd be freaking ideal. Yeah, I'm thinking what I do is I Speed Swap Shenanigans. We do a little swapping. We do a little bit of shenanigans here. After all, we do a little fluff around and find out. And that's the best thing we can do. Let's hope this works. I have used Speed Swap on Dynamax Pokemon before. It was my answer to Trick Room teams back in the cursed days of Dynamax Trick Room Hatterene. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is perfect. It actually works. We have the fastest Whiscash in the world right now. Yeah, and that mitigates the damage we take. But honestly, it might be a good thing that you're poisoned, so you can't get burnt from Lava Plume. And now... Oh, Whiscash's burn was healed because of hydration! Oh, that's fun! I'm just gonna use Speed Swap on Groudon now to make Groudon's speed go into non-existence. This is fun. Hey, Austin, it's going great. It's going great. Again, this is why I freaking love, like, status moves in Dynamax Adventures. You get shenanigans like this. Again, we just repeat the same thing. Now just use Hydro Pump. It's like, we just use that. Yeah, just go Hydro Pump here. Literally, there's nothing Groudon can do anymore. We do a little bit of trolling, a modicum of tomfoolery. We do indeed a little bit of that. See, that's the amount of damage you do when you have Rain set up, because you do triple damage compared to what it is when Sun's active. You can't touch me with that Earthquake. You can't touch me with that Earthquake. Okay, that is not good. I didn't think that it would do that much damage to Seaking. Is it just a negative defense Seaking? I mean, again, we still have... Doesn't affect Swoobat. And then you should be able to chunk that. Yeah, you should be able to chunk that. Yeah, I mean, we win this thing next turn. I'm curious, what's this Seaking stats at? Yep. Okay, that explains it. That's why Sea King got taken down. That its defenses just doesn't exist. Its defense is non-existent entirely. All right. I mean, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We win. As long as Groudon doesn't get like a priority move against us, we win. Ooh, Reflect, that helps. Yeah, no, Groudon's gone.
Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for shinies. This was a glorious Groudon takedown, courtesy of Speed Swap Shenanigans.
This is why I freaking love this move. I've used Speed Swap a lot when it came to VGC, and it does not let me down. Because it's fun. It's pure shenanigans. Yeah, this was how I clowned on Trick Room teams with my Speed Swap Raichu, is I would use... On the turn, I was calling they would use Trick Room. I used Speed Swap on their Trick Room Sweeper to give their Trick Room Sweeper high speed, which normally is a bit of a not good idea, but in Trick Room, they're the slowest thing on the field. So my Raichu would have low speed in Trick Room, and I would give that low speed to my big attacker to give them low speed in Trick Room. And it's like, yeah, now we have low speed, and now we have destroyed your Sweeper's ability to Trick Room Sweep. It was fun. Well, we did not get a shiny. But we want to keep the Groudon pathing. Alright. If anyone wants to join the next Dynamax adventure, feel free to join. We do not seem to have too many people who are going to be popping in, so the 1.5-minute wait time is not going to be necessary. Link code is 192834746. And don't forget to subscribe for more. We do Dynamax adventures every single day. We got a shiny Latias hunt going on, which I still need to get shiny Latias. Which that is going to... No, tomorrow's probably... Actually, no, tomorrow's going to be Latias. And then the day after is going to be Tornado Phase, because we still have to... We have to start our shiny Tornadus hunt. So that's going to be good. Because we need that for Draft League. But yeah, we do not need to wait the 1.5 for the pop-in for the raid, because we do not seem to have that many people who are going to be joining DAs. Let me go check what my week 2 opponents... Well, then again, I know what their team is. I know what their team is. Their team is the Kason is... I need to figure out what Kason's team is going to be. Don't mind me. I'm just mumbling to myself about Draft League. I'm so happy in my Draft League that week 2 I'm going up against the guy that has Iron Thorns because I have Tyranitar on my team, and it's going to be a classic Godzilla vs. Mecha Godzilla showdown. I joined, but can't focus on it because I'm having anxiety. It's a company should be company that I never dealt with. Nah, it's all good, Temper. I understand that. I understand that level of anxiety waiting for a package to arrive. I feel you on that. Well, the question is, who is my week 3 opponent going to be? Because I know that week 2 is Kason. Week 3, we've got... Well, week 2 is the the Oregon Golducks, not Ohio Golducks. Yes, week 3, though. Oh, nice. All right, so... Okay, Kason did not win week 1. That does bode well. It says it's picked up, and I'm confused because it says it is in transit. I think that means it has been picked up from, like, the place it is being sent out from, and it is on the mail truck that is being, like, delivered to you. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay, week 3 is Razor. Razor, have they won their match yet? Okay, Razor has won their match. They had their match against Paydell. Okay, let's go see what Razor's team is. Ooh, the Galaxy Brain Glycopods. And he's got Greninja. Greninja, Torkoal, Primarina, Swampert, Bronzong. He's the one that stole my Swampert. Alright, this is personal. He stole my Swampert. there's a degree of vengeance that's gonna need to be applied here. Yeah, his team does not look like it is fond of grass types. Makes the most sense. It's literally shipped today. Big stick. We have a sticky hands neighborhood with valid. Ooh, Sceptile. Like that. Dubwool, pretty good. Dubwool's a good pick. Dubwool's a very, very good pick. Honestly, I kind of think Durant might be okay here. Now, Durant is going to get absolutely demolished by a fire move if it's active. However, it does have Metal Sound, which will massively destroy the special defense. Ooh, actually, well, we just switch out that for the. Oh yes, please, Lilligant and Octillery. All right. We switch out Dubwool for Octillery, and then switch out Durant for Lilligant. Oh, this is perfect. Like, Lilligant is the absolute best thing for Groudon DAs. It is by far the best thing for Groudon DAs. Oh, you might be delayed on the stream, Wilkins. I'd recommend resetting stream if you, I'd recommend resetting the stream, like just refreshing the page, because you may be a bit behind. Yeah, this path is perfect. This is like, okay, this is not according to God path, but this is a very, very good path. Like, I think the best pathing for a Groudon DA. Yeah, sometimes the delay shifts for people where like it gives them like a 10, 15, 30 second delay. It's really dumb. Oh, it's so frail. It's so frail. It's the frailest thing in the world. Grassy Glide. Thunderfang. Oh, these things just deleted next turn. It just loses. It just loses. Okay, fine. Use max guys around me. Target me. Target me. Don't target the Durant. Of course, target Durant. Wow. Only problem is that the person route. That the person route not far. Yeah, Durant doesn't have good special defense. I kind of. Hi, Neko. How you doing? Can one of the mods go grab Neko's link, please? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Alright, so we've got a personal vested vendetta against our week 3 opponent. They have my Swampert. I'm going to exact vengeance for that Swampert snipe. For context, in Draft League, I freaking love Swampert. It is an absolutely top tier Pokemon. What else is new? Vengeance. And Shiny Hunting. Latias, well then Latias does not exist as shiny as the usual. Well, thank you very much whoever subscribed. We are 2 away from our current goal. Nice. I finally got a Tornadus pathing, thanks to Kayla, so I can finally start shiny hunting that thing. Switch out Dubwool for Octillery. Good to go. Thank you very much. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, because I struggle with it. Remember my Shield Nuzlocke, a Lilligant soloed the Ice type, few levels higher than it, and all it took was 1 Pollen Puff. Yeah, like, Lilligant is insane. It's really good. Especially against Groudon, where it resists Earthquake and Precipice Blades. If you set up 1 Quiver Dance, because you should outspeed Groudon, you can absolutely shrug off even a Sun-boosted Quiver. You can shrug off a Sun-boosted... you can shrug off a Sun-boosted Lava Plume. Hey, thank you very much, Terminator. Thank you very much, Terminator. I'm a big fan of the Terminator movies, but nice to meet ya. you can shrug off a sun-boosted Lava Plume, unless it goes for, like, max flare hard target Lilligant. I think you should survive that. And then, like, the only thing is Hammer Arm, which maybe Hammer Arm takes it down if you have, like, a negative physical defense nature, but you should probably survive that. And then, you know, you demolish the next round with a Petal Dance, +1 Petal Dance, it destroys it. Does Octillery have the same kind of color as Groudon? Yes, Octillery is like that bronze-ish color, but we have the little dancing Groudon on the bottom be the shiny Primal Groudon, because I vastly prefer shiny Primal Groudon's shiny coloration than regular Groudon's shiny coloration. Also, I found this little GIF on Google and was like, you know what, I gotta put this up here somewhere. Because it hits different, I love it. The little dance. Yeah, if you're ever looking for any of the GIFs of any of the Generation 5 Pokemon and earlier, if you are looking for, you can go for anything on that, with the Octillery, no special preference. If you ever want any of the Pokemon Gen 1 through Gen 5, and you want their Generation 5 sprite GIFs, I recommend going to Pokemon Database. They have all of the sprites from all the Pokemon. You need to go specifically to the specific Pokemon sprites separate page, not go to Pokemon Database and just click the sprites section. It doesn't have the GIF. You need to go specifically to the sprites separate page. Funny part, no stat buffs, just base stats. Fine. If I was doing that in Sword and Shield, someone took Naya Lego, I would personally end. Yeah. I freak, like, Swampert is such a good Pokemon when it comes to draft leagues. It's a good amount of bulk, a good amount of attacking power, a fantastic moveset. It's a like, Swampert is one of those Pokemon, well, I mean, one of the characters just in gaming in general, that laughs in the face of the phrase, Jack of all trades, master of none. It is indeed a jack of all trades, but it is a master of so many of those trades. Do you need a Stealth Rocker? It gets Stealth Rocks. Do you need a Pivot? It gets Flip Turn. Do you need a Knockoff user? It's got Knockoff. Do you need a Ground type to soak up electric moves to prevent Volt Switch spam? It's a Ground type. Do you need a bulky Water? It can be a bulky Water. You need something to do out good Ground type damage with a move like High Horsepower or Earthquake. It does that, and it doesn't even need attack investment. It's so good. Because, like, I remember in the UNPL Season 4, when I first picked up Swampert, which was a week too late to use it against Kurt and the Gouging Fire, I just, for the kick in the teeth, looked up how much damage does a 0 attack Swampert do with high horsepower to a Gouging Fire. Switch out Durant for this. You know, I just looked up how much damage does Swampert do with a high horsepower to a max physical defense, max HP Gouging Fire. With no investment, it two-shots that thing. Keep in mind, Gouging Fire is a freaking nightmare for me to deal with. Like, nothing on my team could beat that Gouging Fire. And that thing just joked it. It's so good. Again, jack of all trades, master of none. Swampert laughs at that. And I really wanted to get that thing for the draft league. I didn't end up getting it, but I will make sure to use my Rillaboom to end that person's career. Like, they've got so many water types. You know, their team is Greninja. So let's go over their water types. I'm gonna go for breaking because this thing has weak armor. They've got Greninja, Primarina, Swampert. Well, again, they got 3 really good water types. But they've also got Toedscruel, who really does not like taking grassy terrain boosted moves from Rillaboom. Leafeon, who can't really do anything to Rillaboom unless he goes Terra Fire on it. And, you know, Thundurus, because Thundurus just doesn't get flying moves. Yeah, as weird, like, this is the weird thing about the Gen 5 Forces of Nature, or the Genies, there's a whole bunch of different names for them. They really don't get flying type moves. Like, they all get the move Fly, but, like, they don't get, like, Hurricane, unless you're Tornadus. Like, I believe Thundurus only gets 2 flying type moves, and that's, like, Acrobatics and Fly. It does, like, nothing. So, I mean, Rillaboom, like, just kind of eats that. Gonna need to watch out for Wild Bolt Storm, though. Right, Wild Bolt Storm is perfectly accurate in... Wait, he's using so many water types on a Sun team. Visible Confusion. I look forward to seeing that team lineup. I look forward to seeing that. We got water. Hey, thank you very much. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Ironic, the first pure flying type is... Well, no! Hey! There we go! We hit 3,500! Now, it is time to wait for the Purge-gorithm to kick in. It is time to wait for the Purge-gorithm. Well, I mean, Tornadus has a decent few flying moves. Let's go update our sub-goal. Go update that to 550. Very nice. Thank you, guys. Again, if it weren't for you guys, I would just be some jackwagon here talking into a camera. You guys make me a jackwagon talking into a camera who can entertain some people. Yeah, we don't take this thing. Hey, Pro Gamer, how you doing? Thank you very much. Yeah. Again, we're slowly making our way there. Slowly making our way. How you doing, Pro Gamer? Hello there. I am back. Congratulations. Hello there. Thank you very much. We made it. We made it. Just go for first turn Quiver Dance, unless you can Dynamax. Just go for first turn Dynamax. Go for first turn Quiver Dance, unless you can Dynamax. And then Quiver Dance. Okay, no, I can't. Actually, in that case, I am going to Dynamax. Just go for Acid Spray first turn. Yeah, just go for Acid Spray. Ooh. Remember, if the... hello, Jackson White. How you doing? How you doing? I am on my main. Alright. Yeah, the thing about alts is they will get purged unless they, like, watch semi-actively, like, say, like, a few minutes every few days. Meta, if Groudon isn't shiny, can you select the Poltergeist and then trade it to me? Sure. I mean, you can also get Poltergeist in Scarlet Violet as well, but yeah, I can get you one. I can get that. Poltergeist. Yeah, Groudon does not have good special defense. This is why, like, Lilligant is literally perfect. Yeah, Lilligant should be able to easily survive a Hammer Arm from Groudon. I'm pretty sure Sceptile is less bulky than Lilligant, and Sceptile did not take half damage from that. Remember, Pokemon and Dynamax Adventures do not have full Dynamax gauges, so they don't get double HP. They get, like, 180% HP. Yeah, just the next turn, I'm pretty sure Lilligant's Petal Dance is either gonna one-shot this thing, or it's gonna give it a freaking sliver left. No, just go for Petal Dance. Do not go for another Quiver Dance. We do not need it. Are you officially good? I would say that is up to you guys to make that determination. I think I'm just some jackwagon talking into a camera. I freaking love Lilligant. This is why we love Lilligant. It just demolishes things. It is a lot of damage. Oh, thank you, Neko. Thank you. I try. It's like, my friends mean the most to me. So I'm happy to make a place so you guys can come in. Yeah, I'm always happy to help. Let's look at Tornadus's moves that it gets for flying type options. Because, like, I mean, with Bleak Wind Storm, it actually does have, like, a good general use flying move. No shiny Octillery, no shiny Lilligant. Okay, no, so it is no shiny Poltergeist. I will be able to go and grab that Poltergeist for you. Yes, I'll be able to grab that Poltergeist and be able to trade that to you. Take the Poltergeist. And let's increase the Groudon counter to 40. There we go. I'll be able to trade you that after stream. Welcome. Are you in the Discord? You could just shoot me a DM and I'll be able to trade you that afterwards. See the adventure, don't turn off. Let's go. Welcome back. Let's keep a record of the Groudon. Yeah, I don't need to actually, are we at max Adynite ore? That but like. No, I want to talk to the person. Okay, oh wow, I'm actually literally 1 DA away from max Adynite ore. Let's go get a bunch more Beast Balls. No sense in wasting the Dynite. Oh, thank you very much, Evan, for that. Alright, let's go for another Groudon raid. Anyone can pop in if you guys want to join. Link code is 19283746. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, I love doing Dynamax adventures with you guys. Because this is overall one of the slowest ways to shiny hunt legendaries. It actually is the slowest. Well, it's the slowest way to shiny hunt legendaries other than soft resetting back in the original games. Back in like the generation 2, 3, and 4 and 5 games. Because of just the sheer encounter numbers. But if you're going for shiny legendaries, it's better to go with Ultra Moon for soft resets. It's significantly faster. But we love doing DAs with you guys because one, it gets us to interact with you guys. Like it's more fun to do shiny hunting with you guys. No, and links here do not work for me. Okay. Interesting. Are you in any? Wait, are you in Thunder's Discord, Wilkins? Because if you're in Thunder's Discord, I can just send you a message in there with an invite. Evan said that they would be able to do a trade with you right now. So I mean that actually works. Actually, yeah. While you guys can go do the trade, I can actually go restock on Pokeballs, because I am not running low on Pokeballs, but I can always go and restock them. Because I mean, I will need to go restock them eventually. Might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, if you're ever needing to grind money in this game, best way to grind money is just get experience candy extra large, sell it, and then buy Pokeballs. The other better way of doing it is go grab a whole bunch of watts and then buy luxury balls from the people inside the wild area. And then just get money from that. Now, I prefer the luxury balls as my dedicated Pokeball of choice, so I would never simply sell luxury balls. But if you do not use luxury balls as religiously as I do for shiny catching, that is the best way of doing it, is just the luxury ball one. Pokeball. Yeah, again, Pokeballs are freaking dirt cheap. That's why I basically use them for like everything that's not too important. And I go for luxury balls and everything that is important. I'm here to buy luxury ball. Yeah, Luxury Ball is the best way of just making money in this game. Or the Galarian Star Tournament with a G-Max Meowth, which, but you know, none of them has a G-Max Meowth for that. Which that requires a little bit of setup and preparation, which again, you can't really do unless you beat the game. Really? Incarnate Form Tornadus is 3 attack effort values. I guess maybe they wanted Incarnate Tornadus to be Prankster, lose its item, then go acrobatics? Streams have working links. There's a bunch of people that have the normal streams work for links. Are you on mobile? Alright. Evan. For over some months now. Okay. Alright, let's do another DA. Let's go do another DA. Alright, code is up. If anyone wants to join in. Let's get going. Let's go check out Tornadus's flying type moves, because I'm very curious on this. Learn set by level up. Type flying. Air Cutter, Gust, Air Slash, Hurricane. I think it's a few decent flying moves by a level up. And then via TMs. Acrobatics, Air Cutter, Air Slash, Fly, Hurricane. Yeah. Like, Tornadus does get a fair few flying type moves, and always has. It's just the other two don't get a lot of flying moves. And I think that was balancing thing. I'm having trouble remembering if you are the streamer I got my Zygote. Maybe. I have no clue because my brain is freaking paste. But that does sound about right. Because everyone gets a shiny Zygarde when they're with me, except for me. Yeah, no, I think the whole reason why they didn't give Tornadus and, well, they didn't give Thundurus and Landorus a lot of good flying moves is purely balancing. Because imagine if you gave Thundurus Hurricane. You know, a prankster Pokemon with Rain Dance and Thunder Hurricane. You know, what are you going to do against that? You know, we see how good Zapdos can be with it. Now imagine the thing that prankster. Okay, yeah, okay, that explains why, yeah. When people are on browser, I know that they're able to click the links. Okay, so that could be why. That could be why. Again, anyone wants to pop in for some DAs, feel free to join in. Feel free to pop in. Yeah, Tornadus is Thundurus' moves. Level of learn set. Yeah, it's not really that. Yeah, discharge is like the worst move I need to worry about when it comes to that. Hammer arm. Pretty sure it doesn't get our bags. They balancing about. There it is. Therian Landorus really isn't that bad. Yeah, Therian Landorus is good because it is a tech Pokemon. Not necessarily because it is a damage Pokemon. Again, Intimidate is a fantastic ability. It helps that it's a fast Earthquake user, but it really shows that a fast ground type is kind of a very strong thing in general. We've seen the same thing with things like Flygon, Garchomp, and 2-degree Groudon. None of these are overly good. Lickitung is the least bad. None of these are great. Hitmontop is the least bad, but again, not really great. Yeah, it's more a thing of just a fast ground type in general is very good. It's a good pivot. But like, its attacking stats compared to a lot of other Pokemon are actually quite low. It's just that it is a fast ground type. That is a very, very good archetype. Ground bug, okay. Alright. We go... Palpitoad, then Mantine. Yeah, I saw that. That is the Mantine on the left. The Mantine on the right. We go for the Mantine. And then we're good. I will take the Mantine. You take the Palpitoad. Yes, I get words confused from time to time. Okay, so yeah, it does get acrobatics. Thunderous gets acrobatics. Cannot speak. Words are hard. Snarl, really? U-turn? Oh yeah, I mean, I know it gets U-turn. Foul play, thought a punch, electro ball, grass knot. Yeah, grass knot probably to worry about. Flash cannon. Did not realize that that thing got flash cannon. Yeah, don't use coaching. I have no physical moves. Just go for, like, max knuckle. Just Dynamax and go for, like, max knuckle. That's about Wild Charge, Thunderbolt, Psychic. Yeah, it gets a lot of moves, but none... Yeah, the worst I need to worry about is that possible Nasty Plot shenanigans. Nah, it's all good, Zane. It's all good. Yeah, I don't really need to worry too much about Thunderous therein. Then Inform Mode is one ability, this fighting card having hidden ability. Yeah, thankfully I don't need to deal with the Volt Absorb. I don't think... Yeah, I don't see Defiant coming against me. Hello, Wilkins, how you doing? Ooh, got that paralysis, fun. That was good. Round. Yeah, I don't see Defiant coming against me. I see him bringing... Yeah, one... Yeah, I'm gonna need to worry about that Thunderous a little bit. Hello there, Steelix fan. How are you doing? Welcome back. Please don't spam. Cool Tyranitar model in the background. Hello there, Firex. It's not a Tyranitar model. It is, specifically, it is Godzilla. Specifically, Final Wars Godzilla. Yeah, there's one of my Godzilla figures actually much more heavily resembles Tyranitar, because coincidentally, actually, it's very, very similar to that. It's kind of funny that Tyranitar is based on Godzilla, and then there's a Godzilla form that actually looks very, very similar to Tyranitar. I love, like, the cyclical things. All things is right as it should be. You know, it is a Tyranitar. Love it. Switch out for this. Switch Hitmontop out for the Palpitoad. I wouldn't mind a shiny Palpitoad. I do like it. Emperor Palpitoad. Yeah, indeed. Week 3 against Razor is going to be interesting. How well did Razor do against his week 1 matchup? Let's see if he had it yet. Schedule. Okay, Razor won his week 1. Let's see who he was going up against. Who is Padella's team? Good. Out. Good. And I'm going to have Thunder for the Mantine. Oh, the Glasgow Glasgowers. Okay, that's who he went up against. Oh, boy. He beat the team with Shempow. Okay, I'm scared. I am now incredibly scared. He beat the team with Shempow and Corviknight. That's horrifying. Pokemon does very much like making Mechagodzilla Pokemon. It very, very much does. I mean, it was a close fight, but that's horrifying that he won that. Good kitty thing. Sword thing. Yeah, it's like that. I mean, it's gonna be a Weather Wars match. That is that's gonna be a bit of a scary fight because he beat Shempow. Then again, he did have Torkoal, which kind of bodies a lot of what Shempow tries doing. It's okay. It's okay. Hello, Numbreaks, how you doing? Yeah, I can just trade the Sinisty later for Wilkins anyway, so that's fine. It's all good. No need to worry, Evan. Hello there, Hypno. How you doing? Oh, got actually connected with the oh no, that was the body slam that did that. Yeah, that week 3's got me spooked. Week 3's got me spooked. Oh great, I have to fight a Namorous week. I have to fight a Namorous week 2. How's the crap gonna do? Thank you very much. I'm doing very, very well now. Thank you very much for that. I'm gonna go use Max Lightning. Oh right, the thing's got Thunder Punch. Why was using Body Slam? It's got Thunder Punch. Stupid. All right, at 3.5. Again, we are on the track to hitting our end of year 7.5K goal. We are closing in on that. Lecatong. Whoa. I don't know what uses me. Okay, fine, use Wide Guard. We are using no spread moves. We are literally using 0 spread moves against you. Bad patot. Echo Red Boy. Oh, good. I outspeed, so I can actually set up the electric terrain for Thunder Punch to actually do more damage. Fun. Delightful. Alright, I've got Latias. I have Latias, which helps me against that. And I think Latias gets Energy Ball. Do I have to fight Shen Pao team at some point? Do I need to fight the Shen Pao team? I fight Shadow Glade week. Shadow Glade is week 4. DJS is week 5, 6. Nova, okay. Freighter week 9. Rose. I do not need to fight the Shen Pao team this season. Unless Shen Pao and I both make it to playoffs, I don't need to fight Shen Pao. I don't need to fight Corviknight. I don't need to fight Annihilate. Oh, that's gonna be good. That's very good to not need to fight them. For those who don't know, I am in a draft league at the moment, and oh, that's a Whiscash. I think we go fight the Armaldo. I don't like our odds against... Like, any of these are okay, but none of them are also worse than we have presently. I'm gonna go Armaldo for a shiny check, but none of them are good. The enemy AI is either really dumb or... the enemy AI is dumb. The AI accidentally does big brain moves. The AI deliberately throws. They only accidentally smart. But yeah, no, it's I'm in a draft league and Shen Pao gives me nightmares. It's not quite as nightmare-inducing for me as freaking Gouging Fire is, but I've already beaten Gouging Fire. I beat Gouging Fire once this season, so my fears are no longer fears. But I have yet to face... You might as well be walking Wake on the Sun, which that's going to be a thing. We actually got Dragapult I got to go up against. I got to go against Polteface. And Polteface beat me last season. But this time I will defeat Polteface. We will game end the Catapult Face. Wow, Mantine is weirdly fast. Mantine is a weirdly fast Pokemon. Drink your water! Kinda wish I would have been a slower Mantine, so that way I could have used Water Pulse after for even more damage. But we're okay, we good. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's not fine. I don't want that took that much lax out. Don't like it did that much damage. Well, actually, hopefully we can stall out the Dynamax so that actually rolls back around to me. If Pokemon were real, what would your starter out of any Pokemon ever be? I mean, I would say probably Togepi is the Pokemon I would pick as my starter for me, because I love Togepi. It's adorable. I just want to protect Togepi at all times. It is full protect. Then either that or Chimchar. Either that or Chimchar. See ya. Yoop. Out into water. I love the animation for dive. I did not want to get hit by a move like Smackdown, so that's why we did that. Hello, Charmander. How do you do today? I have a feeling I know what Pokemon typing you would select as your starter typing. I have a feeling I know which one you would go for, but welcome in. We still need to finish our shiny Ember Charmander. Who would your team be if your Pokemon were real? Champion League. Well, I mean, my team for the champion would be the same team as the team I would use for, like, my ideal team, and that would be Togekiss, Metagross, Salamence, Gigalith, Tyranitar, and Excadrill. We are big fans of Excadrill Tyranitar here. Oh, I'm worried, Mudkip. I am incredibly worried. Well, I didn't need to worry about Shen Pao, Annihilator, and Corviknight, but now I need to worry about Mudkip. Oh boy. What nightmares have you unleashed on me? When Speedwagon puts on a stone mask, I don't even want to know. First legendary that you catch, put on a team. No clue for that. I do like legendaries, but no clue which one I would go to catch first. Do you have me on Pokemon Sword and Shield? I do have a Charmander in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I do. My shiny Charizard actually used to be on my competitive teams when Sword and Shield was still competitive active. Shiny Charizard with solar power on a Groudon Sun team. There are few things that do as much damage as that thing does, and I freaking love it. Please chill. Please chill with the caps. Chill with the caps. Hello there. And this is why we use Wide Guard. This is why we use Wide Guard. Please go Skullburn. I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Do not spam. This is your last and only warning. The meta called Volo a used car salesman, the disrespect. He is a used car salesman. Volo is a used car salesman. Favorite legendary is Dialga. Favorite legendary is Dialga. Love that thing. Best legendary. It is. He is. He has the disposition of... I didn't say he is a used car salesman. He has the disposition of a used car salesman. Favorite gen. Gen 5. First letter I go for is Terrapagos. Because it just... Because it least like just game end. I'm just gonna use Wide Guard. Just gonna go for another Wide Guard again. Do you know how to make air? Yes. You breathe in, breathe out. Yep, Unova. Favorite gen. Best gen. Unova. And there's the Purge. Thankfully, again, we still got Wide Guard up. Yeah. But using that doesn't get rid of Wide Guard. That's not good. Favorite starter is Chimchar and the Infernape family. The very weird way of spelling good, Mudkip. Very, very weird way of spelling Gen 5 is good. Yeah, just Dynamax and use Max Geyser. Let's go again for a Wide Guard. We've only got one life left. Well, then again, if we get knocked out now, we just lose. Groudon is... Again, Groudon... Debatably, I say Groudon is harder than Zygarde. It is purely down to the fact that this thing actually has an actual attack stat. With Zygarde, it's just like, it's just HP. It's a clock stall. But if you have moves super effective against Zygarde, you can kind of, like, beat it. I mean, again, that's the beauty of the Pokemon series. Everyone does have very differing opinions on what game is their favorite, what gen is their favorite. It's the beauty of the series. Alright, you're gonna have Swift Swim activate. I'm surprised it survived that. I'm very surprised. Drink your water. Groudon does not subscribe to the school of hydrate or dihydrate. Hello, Lollipop. Hello. Hydrate if only to outlive your enemies. And again, if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe for more. No, I'm not risking it. I'm not risking a knockout when we are this close to the end. I'm gonna just continuously spam using this move to protect our allies from this. Even though it probably could have knocked it out this turn with that Max Geyser. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Target me. Okay, no, we lose. Nope, we lose. Maybe we could have knocked it out. Right, it purged away the speed drop from Hammer Arm. That's why it outsped. Wait. We have one more life? Wait, we had one more life after this? Okay, I guess I was wrong. Okay, we win this then. We just win. Okay, that was a good thing I did that then. Okay. Okay, so we had 3 lives, not 2. Maybe last round we had 2 lives. Noted. Fun. Everybody's different opinions, but some of my favorite gens 1, 2, and 6. And beyond they get rusted. But if someone's favorite generation. I mean, I like the gens beyond Gen 6. I do like the generation beyond Gen 6. Like, I would honestly say Gen 9 is probably my second favorite gen. I like that they actually focus on story and characters with it, because for me, that's kind of what adds a lot to the games, is story and characters. Yeah, for me, it's like, because story is what gives a game replayability for me. That's one of the reasons I really don't care as much for Gen 1, is just there's very little story. It's kind of the same thing as like a movie for me, is a movie that does have like, well, okay, not for everything. No, not every movie that I like to watch again has a good story, but like, likable characters, I guess is probably the better phrase. Like, I like characters in a number of movies, and I will rewatch those movies I have that have characters I like in them. Which is one of the reasons I love the Godzilla movies. And kind of the games is like the same way, because if a game is, I guess the way that I look at it is, if a game is like very good gameplay mechanics, but there's no story, I kind of like fall out of it. Kind of like I like how mechanically a game like Breath of the Wild handles, but the very minimal story kind of takes me a bit out of it. Because I'm not really feeling as much of the impact as what I'm doing. Whereas the game like Xenoblade Chronicles, great story, great characters, great gameplay, and I can replay that game endlessly. Code is live. Got a shiny Slitherwing, shiny Great Tusk, shiny Lucha, and shiny Metacham. Nice. All right, Code is live. If anybody wants to pop in. Very nice. Yeah, again, I mean, that's kind of the beautiful thing about the Pokemon franchise, is that there are so many people that have so many differing opinions on things, and it's the reason why is like I may not really like Generation 6 or not really like Generation 1, but that doesn't mean someone is wrong for liking those gens. Like, I mean, we joke here that like, you know, it is wrong to like Gen 1, but it's like, you guys like whatever gen you want. It's kind of the great thing about the series. There is no... We will jokingly say there's a wrong gen to like, but there really isn't. You know, you like what you like because you like it. Nothing more grand than that. Yeah, that was gonna be good. Again, anyone can pop in if you would like to join. We're always happy to have people pop in. Link code is 19283746. Alright. We got plans. We've got plans. Hello, Lazy. How you doing? Johnny Favorite Legendary. Welcome in. Nice. Yeah, I want to get Shiny Groudon for a competitive team I'm working on. I would very, very much like to get this Groudon shiny for that team. Yeah, again, full shiny team. There are a few things quite like a full shiny team for competitive stuff. Especially when a lot of people, they just gen legendaries for things. We go hunt legit. Alright, let's go. Anybody else want to pop in? Again, it is not enough simply to win. It is about a styling on one's opponent. Yeah, I'm going to experiment with it and Groudon, see which one I prefer for the lineup. Groudon, I hope that's in ZA. That is what shiny Primal Groudon looks like, Jest. Shiny Groudon is like gold. Hello, bros. I'll be able to show you how to join the Dynamax adventure after this one. We're kind of locked in. Below there's Xander. Do you have the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC, and do you have Nintendo Switch Online? Because you need both of those to be able to join these. They'll be more than happy to know how to join after this one. Alright, let's get going. Ooh, Octillery, like that one. Octillery, Cradilly, good pick. Very good pick with the Cradilly. Wrap it up. Okay, yeah, both of them, good. How you doing, Xander? How you doing? I think the Primal will come back in ZA. I'm not sure if the Primals are going to come back in ZA. Because the thing is, when they brought the Legendaries back in Legends Arceus, they only brought back the Generation 4 Legendaries and the Generation 4 Mythicals. It wouldn't particularly make a lot of sense to bring back the Generation 3 Legendaries when they didn't really have a sort of a story presence with Generation 6 Kalos. Alright. Yeah, let's go for the Azumarill. Do not use Energy Ball on the Azumarill. Azumarill has Sap Sipper, so it is immune to grass moves. Use Sludge Bomb. Yes, it is Groudon today. It is not random. So the way that we do our Dynamax adventure hunting is we do Latias. Well, not exactly this, but basically we do one of our static legendary hunts. In this case, Latias. Next day is another one of our static legendary hunts. In this case, Groudon. The third day, we do our third static legendary hunt, which is now Tornadus for Dynamax Adventures. And then the fourth day is our random Dynamax Adventure hunting. So yes, today it is purely Groudon Dynamax Adventures. Hitting online, sort of DA plus the code screen, and invite others. Yes, but sometimes a little bit of a demonstration is better for helping people show how to do the thing. But yes. And yeah, we do Dynamax Adventures every day. So if you would like to join in Dynamax Adventures, because we need to shiny hunt every legendary, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more. We're happy to have you pop in for these. Because you guys are the ones that make this possible. Yeah, like that's the thing about DAs. It's more fun to do Dynamax Adventures with viewers than it is to just do them solo. Hello there, Ace Trainer Dammy. How you doing? You say that like the genius in Hisui makes the genius in Hisui. The genius made sense for one reason. Enamorants. That actually links back specifically to what the genies are based on. They're based on the, I believe they're called like 4 guardian deities. They're basically the Azure Dragon, the White Tiger, Black Turtle, I think is the other one, and then the Vermilion Bird, which are coordinated to each of the 4 cardinal directions. And they introduced the 4th of them, that's what the Therian forms are all based on for the genies, is those 4 things. That's why that's why Therian Landorus is a tiger. That's why Enamorous Therian's a giant turtle. That is why Thunderous Therian is a dragon. And why Tornadus Therian is a bird. They were finishing out that whole quadrant thing. Yes. Yeah. They're based on specifically things that exist in Japan, and Hisui is Japan. Which is a bit different than the Weather Trio, which are based on the Leviathan, the Ziz, and the Behemoth from, the Bible. Which is actually kind of what they're based on. As weird as it is. I mean, yes, that did have a big prevalence in Europe, but that's not really where they'd originated from. Which, it's possible they incorporate them in there, but I don't see them incorporating another major trio that isn't the origin point in Europe. But then Force of Nature look nothing like genies to me. Yeah, I mean, I flip-flop between the genies, Force of Nature. There's a whole bunch of different names. So remember, the sort of, switch out the Togetic for this. Or not. Yep, we passed the sub goal from yesterday. Okay, the NPC bot took this. Okay, that's good. Okay, alright, in this case... Okay. Alright, in that case, we are not going to be switching out for anything else. We're not going to switch out for anything else. The main force of nature. Japan. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be Latias. The whole timeline thing was just for example. Tomorrow, actually, did we do Latias yesterday? Or was yesterday random DAs? I completely forget. If yesterday was random DAs, then tomorrow is going to be Tornadus. Actually, wait, no. Actually, no, I think, yeah, tomorrow's going to be Tornadus no matter what, and then the next is going to be Latias. That's correct. Hello there, Action Thomas. How do you do? How do you do? Again, if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'm just going to go for more acid sprays. I'm just going to use acid spray again and again and again and again. There's literally no reason not to. Okay, yesterday was random, yeah. Alright, then, yeah, tomorrow is going to be Tornadus, and then the day after is going to be Latias. We did not get the Latias shiny yet. Again, we have a rotating list of our shiny hunts that we're doing, so to keep it from being monotonous. Though, depending on how things go, I may actually, like, hyper-focus Latias in the coming days, because I do want to actually get that one. Let's beat this thing into oblivion. I guess we got past the goal. We did. Yes. We did get past the goal. Are you live on the stream, Xandar? I recommend clicking the button from live. That we get up, because yes, we did pass the goal from yesterday. Yeah, every time we pass the goal, we tick the number up by 50. Because that is the next goal, is the 50 higher. Up to my mind, couldn't Cradle go for Gastro Acid and then Max Overgrow? Yes! I'm stupid. Yes, it could have. Actually, does Gastro Acid work on Dynamax Adventure Pokemon? Actually, no, yeah, it should, because we were able to use a Scale Swap on them. Yes! I think that would have worked, actually. You were correct on that. We did Jet Dragon Monday, Tuesday was Randos, and everything. Wait, today's Wednesday? Oh, Jet Dragon was Monday or Tuesday. Randos was Wednesday. Randos was yesterday, and now okay. So today's Thursday. Sorry, my brain is paced. My brain is just no thoughts. Bunk. That's not good. But you lose anyway. You lose. You lose. Goodbye. I would love a shiny Groudon. Yeah, this is one shiny that, depending on, again, whenever we get the Unova remakes, that's when we're going to be finishing the Unova shiny ones. That's legitimately the reason we have not done Red Hunt Shiny Latias and Omega Ruby, but a shiny lock. Did not know that. Really? I guess that makes sense. Because it's all the other non-Hoenn legendaries that are shiny unlocked. No. Exactly, no thoughts head up. That is literally me. That's the reason I freaking love Fuecoco. No thoughts head empty is literally all we do here. Just like Gastro Acid works on Dynamax. You're right, skill swap is what doesn't work. That's what it is. Yeah, there's all these little caveats when it comes to Dynamax Adventures. I mean, we might as well go for the Tyrantrum for the shiny check. Might as well. Togetic. Just use Life Dew. Just keep using Life Dew, Togetic. Just keep using Life Dew. I did the stream that sent us to yesterday. That's Shiny Dialga. I do not know if he got the Shiny Dialga yesterday. I kind of like mentally crashed out after the thing, because the thing is, when we stream, we basically go until like I am about to mentally crash, and then I was like, okay, I rest for like a bit, get working on some other videos, because basically this is the typical daily schedule of the smooth-brained Metamaxis. I wake up, I do a little bit of scripting and prep on videos or some editing. Then we stream. Then I end stream, eat dinner, do some more editing, do some more scripting. Then we stream again later in the night if it is a night I decide to stream again on. And then I go to bed right after I finish streaming. Hello back, I'm Maxus. Nice to meet you. Sorry, we feed on dad jokes here. Never thought of the day of the week or month it is. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's my brain is just paced at all hours of the day. It's just, I don't know what I'm doing. We do a little bit of screw around and find out. Oh, yeah, so that it does work on that. I don't think Gastro Acid works on Zygarde, unfortunately. I don't think it works on Zygarde. Yeah, no shiny Jesse. We only get shinies when we're hunting for Latias. And we only get shinies that aren't Latias. Because it doesn't exist. Shiny Latias just simply does not exist. Maybe someday it will. Maybe someday it will. Ideally, we Dynamax the Cradilly turn 1 against Groudon. Your brain is not paced until you bring Miraidon into a Raichu raid and then immediately think, oh, to change your mind. I mean, if you use a dragon move on it, you should be fine. Like, using a dragon move. Ooh, that's some good damage. I do like that amount of damage. Okay, maybe I'll heal a lot from that. Got shiny, they aren't helpful to me. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about doing shiny hunting when it comes to a living shiny deck. You can get too many of them. Thankfully, we got away with spamming metal sound. Heavy metal noise. Yeah, I can never, yeah. Because, like, I always forget if there's actually ways to suppress Power Construct, and is it possible to do that outside of Dynamax? because there's a whole bunch of, like, there are a whole bunch of rules that are specifically applied to what moves can and can't be used on Dynamax Pokemon, including ability-changing ones. At the same time, there's also a bunch of moves that just do and don't work on Zygarde's power construct naturally. So, I can never remember which one does which to what. So, like, is it there's something that works on Zygarde normally that doesn't work on Dynamax Pokemon, and there's something that works on Dynamax Pokemon that doesn't work on Zygarde? Again, there's a whole giant mess of things. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why Zygarde... Okay, good, the bot's switching out, the bot's switching out, the bot is switching out. Good. We Dynamax the Cradilly turn 1, hopefully. Yeah, nothing can stop Power Construct. Ooh, Skyfit, that's fun. Togetic, just spam, use Life Dew, and we pray for the best. I believe Power Construct cannot be removed in winter. Yes, but I don't remember if there's a way to, like, neutralize or suppress it with, like, neutralizing gas or not. Because I know you can't remove the ability, but I don't remember if there's ways of, like, denying its ability, like, denying it from activating, I guess is, like, the better way of phrasing it. Like, again, like, neutralizing gas. Does neutralizing gas cancel out Power Construct? Now Scald, Acid Spray. Let's go check, actually, out. Let's go check that out. Gastro Acid Pokemon. So I don't know, I like slamming on the keys for my keyboard. I like the sound it makes. Maybe it's just me, it's weird. Really? Not even neutralizing gas shuts it down. Fascinating. So there is no way of suppressing Power Construct then. Interesting. I think all ability is that transform music cannot be suppressed. That would make sense. I am surprised I survived that. It's okay, Cradilly is... Well, that sucks. Oh, weakness is power. That negates the, well, I mean, negates the burn damage. I mean, that's still decent damage. Power Construct is inevitable. Power Construct is inevitable. I am inevitable. You can get to the shiny. I hope we do. Okay, good. I do go before Tentacle Face. Okay, good. Max Overgrowth. Yeah, the good thing is, this is why we like Acid Spray. This is why we love Acid Spray as a move. It is very helpful. I think next turn, provided Groudon doesn't do a stat purge, we just win. I think we should win this thing, yeah. Acid Spray. So again, this is the thing about Dynamax Adventures, is that it is built around the idea of knowing and understanding the, like, complex intricacies of different Pokemon moves, which most people just don't know. Like, that is not a slight against players. It is Pokemon as a battling system is incredibly complicated. And unless you do a lot of competitive, you will not understand all of the ins and outs. Unless, again, you're a programmer on the games who will build it, so you know why certain moves were selected for which Pokemon. It's like, even as someone who has done a lot of competitive, there are still combinations I'm figuring out these days with Dynamax Adventure stuff. Because there are just so many of them. Because competitive is just that complicated, which is what this was designed for. It's kind of unfortunate that they made that the case, rather than, like, well, I mean, I know why they didn't make it easy, because then again, it would just be, it would be a joke, and the fun of Dynamax Adventures is the challenge. Hello there, Hewitt. I have no idea how to say the first name, but welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Again, if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe for more, and leave a like on the stream. You guys are the ones that make all of this possible. Let's check our non-existent shiny Groudon, because it doesn't exist. No shiny Azumarill. No shiny Groudon. I still need to get a shiny of you. I really would have loved that shiny Tyrantrum. No shiny Groudon. Zen mode, same power, that's construct. Yeah, Zen mode Darmanitan's a bit of a terrifying thing. There actually is one difference between Zen mode as... There is one difference as an ability between Zen mode and power construct. If Zygarde heals beyond half HP, it doesn't revert back to 50% form. Whereas Zen mode Darmanitan and Zen mode Galarian Darmanitan, if they do heal above 50% HP, they will revert back to base Darm form. That's like the one difference, and it's just because of the HP differential, because Zygarde gains more HP. Subscribe. Indeed. No shiny. Shiny Groudon does not exist. It does not exist. Funny enough, forecast can be suppressed. Yeah, I believe forecast is able to be suppressed because it needs to be able to be avoided because of the ability Cloud 9. So that's kind of the one exception, because that is based entirely on weather, and it is possible to nullify all weather effects. So that one needed to be programmed a little bit differently. Yeah, cast form. Cast form. I feel like if they just gave cast form a little bit higher base stats, it actually wouldn't be useless. Right. I forgot to show that. Okay, so how you join Dynamax Adventures. Thank you very much for reminding me, Will. So you have to connect to the internet. So you come here, go into YComms, press plus. That'll connect you to the internet. Then you talk to this lady. You select yes, please. You select anything is fine. So when you select anything is fine, you say save your progress, and then you'll go on to this screen, except it'll be a question mark in place of the Groudon. You press plus, type in the link code 19283746, click invite others, then you'll be able to join my Dynamax adventure. Thank you very much. Do people actually use the starters? Some people do, Squishy. Some people do. Thank you. Happy to help. And again, if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe for more. Let's go see what is... Yeah, no surprise that fire and water are the two leads. That absolutely does not shock me under literally any circumstances. That absolutely does not surprise me. Yeah, there are some games I use the starter, there are some games I don't use the starter. For me, it really depends, like, what's the overall amount of Pokemon in the game. Do people actually use the starters? Wish I could use my friends. Switch. When I play the games, play the story, I always use a starter Pokemon. I choose... Yeah, I always try to use each of the different starters in a different playthrough, so I do 3 different playthroughs of each game with 3 different teams. So I, in total, end up using 18 different Pokemon per game. So I like experiencing all the different Pokemon per region. Ooh, yes, I will take the Kingler. Clefable, very good. Clefable is a very good pick. Yeah. Do not take Claydol, do not take Lairon. Both of them are very bad. Ooh, Dreadnought. Yes, please. Yes, please, Dreadnought. And Mr. Mime is honestly not horrible. At least gets Helping Hand and Reflect. Yeah. Claydol and... Well, Lairon has good Pokemon it's good against. But Claydol is basically a Pokemon never bring. Never bring Claydol. Ooh, okay, I'm liking some options. I'm liking some of our options here. I like that Barbaracle. I'm liking the Barbaracle. What dark type is that? More Pico, okay. Alright, we go for Barbaracle. Barbaracle's got a good water move. So, here's what we do. We switch out Clefable for... We switch out Clefable for the Barbaracle. We hold on to... We hold on to the Dreadnought, and we have the Dreadnought Dynamax. We hold on to the Mr. Mime. And that should be our final lineup. We Dynamax the Dreadnought against... I don't know what to use for the starter question. I mean... That's the beautiful thing. You know, there is no wrong answer. We Dynamax the Dreadnought against the Groudon, if possible. And the reason why we do we Dynamax the Dreadnought is specifically because of Tough Claws on the Barbaracle. Barbaracle does a lot more damage just using regular Razor Shell. Well, we do more damage by having Barbaracle use Razor Shell and Dreadnought use Max Geyser than we do if Barbaracle uses Max Geyser and Dreadnought uses Razor Shell because of Tough Claws on the Barbaracle. I mean, that is also a fair question, is which one, because all of them are pretty good. It only forces you to use a fire starter because literally one of two fire type mod. Yeah. Well, that's base Diamond and Pearl. Which was actually a video we're kind of making that's about that specific thing, and that the reason why Diamond and Pearl has a lot of problems in it as is, and why it is like Platinum was the ideal version of Sinnoh, it's because there's a lot of issues within base Diamond Pearl that just adding in an extra 100 Pokemon entirely fix. Which one of the reasons why I actually do give a lot of things, you know, in like 2BDSP, that it's not a terrible game, because it actually fixes a lot of the issues that were in, you know, base Diamond Pearl, which was the real major change that Platinum brought, was just adding in a lot of old Pokemon. Like, in Sinnoh, they added 27 Ascended Evolutions. You know how many you get in Diamond and Pearl before beating the game and getting the National Dex? 5. 2 of which are version exclusives, meaning you get 4 in a single game. So, one of them is Murkrow, one of them is Mismagius. Yeah. 8 out of 27. And again, the fire type limitation. And the entire reason they had that few Pokemon be available in Sinnoh is because they wanted to do a Gen 1 reference of having 151 Pokemon in the Sinnoh Dex. Yeah. Switch out the Clefable. Like, that is the reason that we cannot be singing the endless praise of Gen 1. Because it's praise of Gen 1 that led to things like that happening. Where a game is basically sabotaging itself for the sake of a reference. Yeah. That is one of the reasons why the Gen 1 deserves like a get out of jail free card from all criticism needs to be basically expunged. Because it leads to that level of thinking of, well, we'll continue doing the Generation 1 thing. Now, Unova was able to do the 151 Pokemon and actually have it be relatively typing balanced. The main issue, again, there's an entire video specifically on this we're working on right now, but the reason why Sinnoh was able to, they basically failed at doing that, but Unova was able to do it very well, is when you look at Sinnoh, they forcibly included a lot of old Gen 1 Pokemon You know, like, you had to include the entire family of... You had to include the entire You had to include the entire Pikachu family. You had to include the Meowth family. You had to include, you know, this family, that family of these, you know, Gen 1 popular Pokemon, because you had to. And that ate away at the type coverage allowances for Unova. That ate away the type coverage allowances that the 151 Pokedex entries would actually allow. And that's why if you look at Unova, Unova had, you know, 151 Pokemon. However, because it didn't have those constraints of needing this family, that family, this family, that family, it was able to actually have a very balanced type layout throughout the entire region. Yes, Zane, that is literally what they did in Diamond and Pearl. That is literally the whole point of the decks in Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, it's very, very not good that that's what happened. I'm not gonna use any more of my power points. I need to save all of them. And because the thing is, 151 Pokemon actually really isn't terrible when it comes to typing balancing for Pokemon overall. It's just one of the issues that Generation 1 had with it is you've got, I think, what, like not a quarter, like maybe 20% of all of Gen 1's Pokemon are poison types, which kind of goes into the same issue. You have a huge devoted portion of the game to a specific typing, which again, you can't really balance the rest of the typings. It's kind of the inverse of Gen 4's lack of fire types. Let's go for that. Don't think Pokemon ever did, and that's... Yeah, it's again... It's one of the reasons why new games, like new things that are introduced in Pokemon, cannot be given this get-out-of-jail-free pass from criticism. Because it is specifically not criticizing things like that, which leads to decisions like that being made. You know, again, it's kind of the exact opposite of what happened with Generation 5, where because of the expressly negative reaction of Generation 5 at release, they completely went in the opposite direction of making smaller regional dexes, as in, you know, making smaller Pokedexes of the new Pokemon, and focusing far more heavily on what can the new games do for the old Pokemon, rather than focus more on making new Pokemon with a larger diversity of new Pokemon. You know, which... Gen 6 happened a decade ago. Probably actually maybe a little bit more than a decade ago. And only now is that being corrected. Well, Nintendo isn't deaf to criticism. It's they listen to criticism when it comes to sales numbers, which is why they made the massive overcorrection from Generation 6 to Generation 9. And again, only right now is that change being enacted, where they're going in the reverse direction, because they're seeing, well, a decade out, wow, people actually did like what we did in Unova. You know, it's kind of like, you know, like, imagine where the games would be at today if instead of being the worst selling generation, Gen 5 sold only like slightly below Gen 4. Imagine that. Just imagine that world where they focused more on bigger stories, more on the lore of every region in its own region, with more Pokemon per each region. You know, just imagine that. And that's what we could have had. That is what we could have had. Had the internet literally not blasted Gen 5 into the ground because we can't use Gen 1 through 4 Pokemon in the main story. Yeah. It's really depressing that that's what happened. Like, you can see the ripple effects over a decade out. Yeah, like, Nintendo, at the very least, they do seem to get on the mark when it comes to certain things. They do at least have a decent-ish track record for certain things. Remember, we do not Dynamax the Barbaracle against the Groudon. We Dynamax the Dreadnought. We Dynamax the Dreadnought. Yeah, I mean, what I say is, better late than never. Like, because this is my cracked out brainwave theory. Like well, post game Black and White Gen 5. In Black and White 2, you could get them during the main story. But like, this is my cracked out headcanon theory. I think we were going, like, scheduled, we were going to have gotten the Black and White remakes this year. However, when Game Freak revealed, you know, the Indigo Disc was going to be very heavily based on Unova, and, you know, it was a lot of Gen 5 references, and they saw the sales for it, the discussion about it just, you know, shoot through the roof in terms of, wow, people really want to see this Unova game. They realized, oh, people actually really do like Unova. We can't rush this. Like, we screwed up the first time we made this game. We don't want to screw up again. So they delayed it, and that's why there's this 1 year gap. I think it's because they originally were going to release Unova this year, and they didn't, because they realized we need to make this perfect. Which, I mean, is good, because it shows that they're actually trying to correct things. Again, we Dynamax the Dreadnought, not the Barbaracle. Okay, we Dynamax the Barbaracle then. Okay. Yeah, again, a lot of people didn't realize that you were able to use the old gen Pokemon in Unova. You just needed to beat the game. I know, but the reason I wanted the Dreadnought to Dynamax is because Barbaracle doesn't get Tough Claws when it Dynamaxes. You do a lot more damage with the Tough Claws boosted Razor Shell than Dreadnought does with Razor Shell. It's all good. It's all good. That's why we go Wide Guard. So we block Earthquake and the Precipice Blades. That we block all of those spread moves. At the very least, Barbaracle does go before Dreadnought, so that's at least good. That's good. Maybe it wasn't bad then. Maybe this was good. Maybe this was good. We get a defense drop? Okay, we win. We win. We absolutely win. Ruby Sapphire, you couldn't trade any Pokemon from all the games, and there was very few Pokemon from Kanto. Yeah. Yeah. The funny thing is, Gen 3 was actually the first time they tried doing... No, Razor Shell doesn't always drop defense. It's a 50% chance of dropping defense. It's a 50-50 shot on it. Yeah, the funny thing is that they were originally toying with the idea of actually having not every Pokemon in every Pokemon game as far back as Gen 2. And that it was Gen 3 was when they tried putting that into practice by removing the Pokemon from the game with only having the Generation 3 Pokemon in the game and a few Pokemon from Gen 1 and Gen 2. And they felt bad that you couldn't have all the Pokemon in the game, which is why they made Fire Red, Leaf Green, and actually Darkest Coliseum, which is how you actually get all those Pokemon. Which I find funny. Where it's like had they stuck to that, I almost wonder how different, like, again, it's a lot like the Generation 5 thing. How much different would the entire franchise be, and the community be, if they established, like, back in Gen 3, not every Pokemon can be in every game? You know, I just wonder, how would that have gone? I find that fascinating. And Groudon goes down. Alright, that is 43 Dynamax Adventure Successes of Groudon. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe for more. Leave a like on the stream. And let's go see if we can get a shiny Groudon. Hopefully we do. Yeah, again, it's one of those, like, big turning points for the community. Like, where would things have been? We don't know. Yeah, thank you very much whoever subscribed. Thank you very much. Yeah, again, I still think they were planning to do a Gen 5 remake this year, but they changed it because they didn't want to risk, like, the fan ire after realizing we need to make up for the Generation 5 flub we did back when we first released it. Because I still think they're going to be releasing the Switch 2 early next year, and that was literally the exact mistake they made back in Gen 5, when they released Gen 5 and we all knew the 3DS was coming. And also, I mean, yeah, the community back then was, like, different. But yeah, it was basically like, oh, this new system's coming out. Why would we buy the old Gen system games when we know the new system's coming out? It immediately, like, this was an entire video I'm also kind of working on, is there was, like, the perfect storm of, like, 5 different anti-Unova factors that were going on in the community at the same time that contributed to what happened with Unova. That if any one of those, like, 4 or 5 factors just was not in play, the crumbling house of cards that it was would never have happened. It was just, it was literally the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be named the Switch 2. It's just Eldegoss. It's just people are calling it the Switch 2 because we literally don't know what its name is. And we don't know what else to call it. Eldegoss is a good pick. You know, it's basically Eldegoss and Hunter. I said Eldegoss. We're going up against a ground type, guys. Those two do not do well against ground types. I thought they were doing a Gen 5 and then they had a Gen 6 game right just in case. I don't know. These games take a long time to develop. You know, these games are in development for 3-4 years. This wasn't a simple bait, switch, and go. This was... They were working on this Gen 6 Legends game for a long time. Alright, we go Butterfree, Executor, and go from there. Imagine having no Pokemon Gen 1 through 5 were in X and Y. You'd have to use a 69 Pokemon. Yeah. See, the funny thing is, Ruby, that's the way I play Pokemon games. I exclusively use the Pokemon that were added in that generation. The only exception I make is when playing Generation 6, I use the Kanto starter because of the Mega Evolution. It is the only time I basically bend that. But yeah, no, that's how I play all Pokemon games. If a Pokemon has a cross-gen evolution, that's different, because again, that is a new Pokemon. Like, if the cross-gen evolution has the end stage be... I love that damage, that's so insane. Like, if the end stage is added in that generation, like, okay, that is a usable one because the end stage is in that gen. Switch out... Switch out Lycanroc. I want the Lycanroc switched out for the Butterfree. So, like, in Paldea, if I'm gonna play only using Paldean Pokemon, Annihilate is allowed because Annihilate evolves from Primeape, and Annihilate is the end stage of the thing. Sort of like how Paldean Tauros is also, like, it's distinctly a Paldean thing. Even though it is based on a prior thing, it is a regional variant from that region. And that's why I do those games. Because I like to be experiencing the Pokemon from that region. And then we go for the Executor, Egg Tree. I doubt they would do a Gen 5 game. I think they were working on a Gen 5 game, and they were working on it, and they were going to have it come out, like, don't want to say low effort Gen 5 game, but I think like a Gen 5 game in the same vein as what they were planning for BDSP, though allowing some more freedom, because fun unfortunate thing about BDSP. Originally, BDSP was going to be a lot more like Oras. The reason it didn't end up being a lot more like Oras is because, specifically, Legends Arceus was releasing, they wanted a safe game. They wanted to be one-to-one. They didn't want to take any risks. So, they didn't, be different for it. They played it safe. Ilka wanted to make a game a lot more in line with something like Oras, but Game Freak mandated, you're going to make this game one-to-one. The X and Y had its limit. Everyone's team would be the same, even more than the Mimi Sinnoh team. Yeah, like, the thing is, there's a lot of good Pokemon in Sinnoh. There's a lot of very, very good Pokemon in Sinnoh. The Mimi Sinnoh team is a meme because of, like, the very popular ones. But there's a lot of actually very good Pokemon you can make in a Sinnoh lineup. Like, especially nowadays, like, with the buffs they made in BDSP, like, well, with the buffs that were made to certain abilities in Gen 5 and onwards, there's a number of Pokemon that actually are in BDSP that, like, were kind of bad beforehand, but now we're actually, like, they're fairly decent now. Like, I would never have used a Luminion beforehand. But now, Storm Drain gives you an immunity to water, and it gives you a +1 to your special attack. You know what? Maybe I pick up a Luminion for a team. Yeah, Gen 2 has a lot of very weak Pokemon. The main reason for that is a lot of, actually almost all of the gems. Switch out the Bisharp. Yep. Is most of Gen 2's Pokemon were actually rejected Pokemon from the original Gen 1 games. Either they didn't have the space for it, or they didn't think it was worth including. Let's go for the Ghost type. They just did not think it was worth including. So they just didn't. Yeah, that's why. A lot of them were cut designs from Gen 1. That's why so many of them are babies Pokemon. Not all of them. There's just a very significant number of them are. White Lens, Bright Powder, lefties. I'll go with lefties. I will switch out for the Sinistea. Thank you very much, whoever subscribed. It's an egg coconut tree. Yeah. I think what we do is we have the Eldegoss Dynamax against Groudon. So, if Executor can Dynamax here, Dynamax. If not, we let the Dynamax go until Executor can Dynamax, then we Dynamax the Eldegoss the first turn. Because Eldegoss has only Leaf Storm. And I do not want Eldegoss using Leaf Storm and immediately becoming a potato. Yeah, so we just let the Dynamax roll. We let the Dynamax roll. Okay, it's fine. Sucked a bunch of me. Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, Gen 2 is a lot of Pokemon that are, like, not very good, but also a lot of Pokemon that actually are very good. Like, Gen 2 is a lot like Generation 5, in that Pokemon are either 0 or 100. There's next to no in between. And I find that very, very amusing. Giga Drain. Psycho Cut. Oh, that's a good crit. Very good crit. Yeah, the thing is, the speed doesn't matter. Your speed does not matter, Sinistra. Not Sinistra. Sinistea. Right? Sinistea, right? Poltegeist. I get Poltegeist, Polchageist, Sinistra, and Sinistea mixed up now because of that thing. Completely got them mixed up, by the way. Ho-Oh or Lugia. I prefer Ho-Oh. I personally prefer Ho-Oh. Wow, that does so much damage. Gosh, weak armor. Gosh, weak armor. I mean, yeah, it does drop your defense. And the funny thing is, even though Ho-Oh took me forever to shiny hunt. Stopping tantrum. Alright. So yeah, so we let the Eldegoss Dynamax. I need to take this. I need to take this. Hello there. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, but welcome, Anne. Thank you very much, whoever subscribed. Thank you very, very much. Let's go see what everyone's favorite starter typing is. Yeah, I'm not really surprised that that's the overall shape of that whole spread line. Alright. I'm gonna take this. If there's one thing Pokemon fans can agree on is that Lugia should have been water type. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that no. People will say, well, it should have been Dragon type too. But yeah, I do agree. It should have been a water type. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm very bad with words. I think this is gonna be our final DA of the day, though. Hello there, Tribulato and Anime. Welcome in. Again, thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like. This is going to be our final Dynamax adventure for Groudon tonight. We may do another Ogre Ousting stream later tonight. Ogre Ousting or continuing our Lugia shiny hunt back in Soul Silver on physical hardware. Yeah, we're doing a full odds shiny Lugia hunt. Want to get that before bank goes down in like 2 years. But yeah. Very good. Just use Solar Beam. Use Solar Beam, Executor. Remember, Sun is out. Solar Beam charges up, and Solar Beam doesn't need the turn to start up with Sun being present. Just go for Solar Beam. Favorite Legendary, that's Dialga. I am a big fan of my Steel types. I am a big fan of my Dragon types. I said... Okay. Alright then, just use Leaf Storm. Eldegoss. That's okay. Well, I don't think it matters at this point because this thing is already so weak and the grass is going to do so absurd amounts of damage anyway. It realistically doesn't matter. Alright, but yeah, we are going to go on a raid. Let's go raid Game Boy. Let's go raid Game Boy. He's doing a shiny badge quest, actually, in Sword and Shield. Does Steel resist Psychic? Yes, Steel resists Psychic. Yeah, we're fine. We are entirely fine. So yeah, we're fine. But yeah, we are gonna go on a raid right after this. Giratina is great, legendary. Love it. Yeah, just go for Leaf Storm. Realistically, it doesn't matter at this point because Groudon is gonna go down anyway. just get drained. Let's play Myth. Let's play Butterfree. Go. Well, I'm game ended. Absolute game. Yeah, again. Poltegeist is frail. Absolute frail. Well, the good thing is I can actually set up everything for the raid. Oh, why does Steel resist Psychic? Steel resists Psychic because back in Generation 1, Psychic was absolutely just ungodly levels of broken and OP. So they added the Steel and the Dark type specifically to counter Psychic. Alright, what do we got a boost on? Evasion. Okay, you know what? Evasion actually does kind of help. But yeah, we are going to go raid after this. Well, that doesn't actually help us. No, that survive is good. That's a good survive. But yeah, we're going to go on a raid to Game Void. Yeah, we actually can do a redirect to Game Void. Nice. There we go. So copy the raid link. I will see you guys tomorrow. This has been glorious. Don't forget to subscribe for more, leave a like, and possibly some more Lugia shiny hunting tonight. Maybe we finish the Lugia shiny hunt tonight if we're lucky. I have no clue. There is no logical reason for Steel to resist just balance. Well, I mean, Steel is resilient to everything. You know, Steel is... You can't really read the mind of metal. And also, you can't, you know, telekinesis metal easily unless you're Magneto, and Magneto's a freaking baller. Alright, no shiny Butterfree, no shiny Executor, no shiny Sinistea, Poltegeist, no shiny Groudon. Thank you very much for coming in, everybody. Let's go send over a raid over to Game Void. Have a wonderful night. I will see you later. You guys are all wonderful. And stream.